My mom has had a vacation planned to the Canadian Rockies for the past 2 years. The first year they had to cancel it last minute because of hurricane. So we didn't realize it until just this week that the timing was going to work out, that we were going to be 3 hours away from her, while we were just outside of Seattle and they were flying into Vancouver. So it was awesome because I haven't seen my mom since we left. So I haven't seen her since November. So not quite a year, but the longest I've ever gone without seeing my mom. So I've been dying to see her, and this opportunity came up, and it just all kind of worked out perfectly because staying at my brother's, they offered to watch the animals for us. We already had the trailer in storage, so it just made things easy crossing the border, not to have to worry about any of that stuff. So we headed out today to go to Vancouver to meet my mom, and we got about 5 minutes down the road and TJ says, "Hey, why don't you check my passport and make sure it's not expired?" I guess it's a good thing he thought of it when he did, because when I looked, sure enough, his passport expired January of this year, 2018. In the end, we decided that it was safer just for him to stay back in Seattle, and so I'm headed to Vancouver on my own. It really sucks. You know, it's no one's fault. Honestly, it's kind of crazy that it happened to him because that's the sort of stuff that always happens to me. So it's kind of nice that it's not me for a change. But sucks because I really wanted him to be here, and I know my mom and her boyfriend would really love to see him, and so the fact that he wasn't able to come, you know, is a downer. But I'm still super stoked to see my mom. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. All right, made it into Canada. That was surprisingly very easy. No searches, a few questions. I gave convoluted answers. There was Florida, there was Seattle, there was Vancouver, there was what it is we're doing. He's like, is it just a road trip? I'm like, yeah, we have a YouTube channel if you want to check it out. So long story short, it probably took no more than 2 minutes total. I just answered the questions as honestly as I could without, you know, going into way more detail than is necessary. And he said, all right, you're good to go. Oh, he asked me if I had any guns with me, and I said no. And yeah, not hard at all. I mean, it went pretty well. So I guess I'm about half an hour from downtown Vancouver. Anywho, I did it. I'm a world traveler. I've now, in the past 8 months, been in America, Mexico, and Canada. Where else can we go? Look who's here. How many months did we decide it's been? 9 months?
It's been 9 months. Yep.
Too long. Yeah.
So we're here in Vancouver.
It's a beautiful city, and today we are going to do, it's like a 6.5 hour tour. My mom is hardcore.
Yeah. But we're gonna see a lot.
We are. We're doing the, what's the suspension bridge? Suspension bridge?
But I can't remember the name of it.
Capellini. We're gonna go with that.
Capellano.
It's something like that. And some other things.
And some other things. Wherever they take us.
And then this is my mom's boyfriend, John.
Hello. I'm John.
All right, so we're leaving for our tour here in a few minutes.
Yep. Gotta go downstairs.
fish hatchery. Alright, fish hatchery done. I didn't have high expectations for fish hatchery. I was like, but it ended up being really cool. So we are maybe 15-20 minutes outside of downtown Vancouver in some of the most beautiful forests I've ever seen. All the trees here are covered in a combination of algae and fungus that our tour guide told us only grows in the most pristine environments. It's just breathtaking out here. Next stop, Grouse Mountain via a gondola ride. So the top of Grouse Mountain is home to a couple of orphaned grizzly bears that have been here since 2001. So we're headed to see if we can see them in their habitat now. Well, we just finished up at Grouse Mountain, took the largest gondola I've ever seen. It fit 95 people plus one. Now we're doing the Capellini, or Capellino, I might be saying it wrong, suspension bridge, which is what we're in line for right now. So this bridge is pretty sketchy. It moves a lot under your feet. It is 137 meters long, which you said was about 400 feet?
A little over 400.
And it is, I can't remember how tall it is, but he said if you put the Statue of Liberty on the ground, it would come up to her shoulders. So however tall that is, oh my god. It's really hard to keep your balance on this bridge. It's sketchy, but cool. So I doubt it's gonna come through on camera, but this bridge moves a lot.
Yeah.
It moves a lot. Do not do this if you don't like heights. I could definitely see where this would freak somebody out.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is just a friendly reminder. Please do not run, jump, or intentionally shake the bridge. And as a courtesy to all guests when taking pictures, please move all the way to the side to allow others to pass you by.
the bridge?
Very cool. Very little scary.
Killer bridge.
Great
It
experience.
almost succeeded.
What'd you think?
They should do bungee jumping off of it. Alright, that concludes our fun for the day. It was a good day. It was a long day. Really cool places we visited. It was a really fun day. And yeah, we're a bunch of exhausted people, especially these guys who are on Florida time. So I think we are calling it a day, and we'll pick it up again tomorrow. All right, day 2 in Vancouver with my mom. We are headed to Stanley Park to wander. That's what we do. It's supposed to be a gorgeous city park. Got a map of Stanley Park. It's an over 1,000-acre park. It's giant. The entire park is surrounded by water. Really unique, really cool park. So there appears to be a bike path that runs around the perimeter of the park at the water's edge. So I think that that would be a really interesting way to see the park. Pretty cool, Vancouver. All right, we just took a cab into Stanley Park, and the first stop is the Vancouver Aquarium. That is a itty bitty tiny little frog. It's actually a poisonous frog. Some varieties of it are so poisonous that a single tiny little frog can kill up to 10 men. And they're literally the size of your pinky fingernail. It's ridiculous. Well, that is it. My time visiting with my mom is over. It went way too quick. It's been a whirlwind of a couple of days, but I had a great time visiting with her. We were going nonstop. I'm exhausted, and they're still on East Coast time, so they're waking up at the butt crack of dawn, and whew, I'm tired. But it was a really great time. I'm really glad that that worked out, and I was able to see my mom. I've never gone that long without seeing her before, so that was super weird, but exciting that it worked out, that we were so close. Vancouver is amazing. I'm definitely gonna have to come back here with TJ because there is just so much that I didn't get to see and explore that I know he would enjoy. It would have been a totally different experience if TJ would have come. You know, it sucked leaving him behind, but in a way it kind of worked out because if he had come, we would have camped. The plan was that we were going to camp in the van. And then when we realized his passport was expired and he decided to stay back, that opened the opportunity up for me just to stay with my mom in her hotel room. And that gave me the chance to really spend the most amount of time with her and make the most out of that quick less than 48 hours that we had together. So that worked out, and it would have been completely different if he'd have been able to come. So, you know, sometimes things just happen for a reason, and you just have to roll with it and go with the flow. Anywho, I am headed back to the US. Let's see, I've got about 3 hours to get back, and then we're also coming to a close on our time with my brother and his family in Seattle, and we'll be moving again. We'll be on the road traveling again, which honestly I'm excited about. I've missed it. So if you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to follow along in the adventure, please subscribe. Thanks, guys.